Hello, I'm Kevin B.
And I'm Tubby G.
And welcome to Ranime. So today on Ranime we watched Dragon Ball Kai to kind of go with Dragon Ball Week that we're having on both Chaos Creations and Controls. And I thought I'd give you to have your first impression review since I've seen both already and I want to compare the two later on.
See, growing up, I've always heard of Dragon Ball. I had Dragon Ball games, GT, Z, all this. I never did watch the original Dragon Ball Z, any of this. And then you introduced me saying, well, if you want to get into it, you recommend Kai. Because Kai takes, like, the major storylines of Z and takes, like, the 200 and some odd episodes of Dragon Ball Z and puts into, like, 97 episodes, not including the Buu saga.
Yes, up to the Cell saga, it's 97 episodes.
Yeah, which is actually good, because I think that's, like, what, 100 and... probably 100 and something. Getting close to that 200 range.
Yeah.
Four.
Just
Yeah.
cutting it down.
We're not quite done the Saiyan saga.
No.
In Kai, we decided to watch a little more than just 2 episodes this time.
Oh, yeah. So this, you gotta get a little more just...
Yeah, because at the beginning it's kind of slow, but it really starts to build up after. I'm really liking it. Saiyan saga, it's usually like usual first seasons. They're always really slow, but I'm interested in it.
For Dragon Ball Kai, I really do enjoy it in that it does shorten things together, shorten things down, because it allows people, yes, like you, to watch Dragon Ball Z and not have to care about all the bullshit that goes on or all the stuff that takes so damn long, like it does in the original show. And so it's just helpful, to cut it down to that many. I mean, it's like 200 something with all the sagas, down to 97 something up to the Cell, which even then still in the original is a good amount. Some things with Kai I do have a bit of discrepancies with. It's in the Android saga that's mostly my little gripe with Kai. It's between the new cast of voice actors. There's new voice actors for 18 in it and 16. And the original Dragon Ball Z, Android 16, it definitely sounds, because he is, the most android or robotic of all of them. He sounds human, but he has the voice actor was able
echoey.
Not even echoey. Well, I guess a little bit there too. But the voice actor was able to give like a bit of like a
robotic,
but also human-esque. Sort of mix it,
Yeah.
I
understand what you're saying.
Very not even that.
So they don't have that in Kai.
They don't have that. He sounds more human in Kai. I do not know why. It's strange to me for it because of that character. I feel like it works better with the other more robotic-ish voice. So yeah, he has a more human voice. He just sounds more human, and even though he is the opposite out of all of them, 17, 18 being hybrids of cyborg and human. And with Android 18, I'm not sure what was behind her the way she was portrayed as much, because in the original she seems she's girly as normal, but she has a bit of a more masculinity badassery to her that makes her character so awesome.
She's a tomboy.
Sort of, in that sense.
Tomboy.
And her voice and the way they were able to portray it in the original worked. Kai, unfortunately, for some reason, they went with sort of like almost like a Harley Quinn, not accent-wise, but like a classic blonde villain sort of character. Very, very bubble-gummy to the character that it still was kind of badass, but it's just, to me, it didn't work as well.
So basically they took this badassery and tried to make it cute.
It's sort of. Still cute. Yeah. Still badassery, but cute badassery instead of more badass in general. Attractive in a sense, but still, So there's some gripes I have with that as much. But for me, though, I like Kai and I like Dragon Ball Z. The edits and stuff like that and little minor dialogue changes are actually pretty minor. They just sometimes make references to some of the mini saga stuff that they cut out. Like Goku going to hell on Snake Way, which would have been what we were in with watching within the Saiyan Saga. Well, they cut out him going to hell and all that. They sort of make little lines and references like him, better not go to hell, type of thing. So they do reference it a little bit. But I guess the cool part is with Kai, with all of it shortened up, it allows people like you to watch it and enjoy it. And people who are like me who've seen the original be like, but did you see this part? Did you see this little mini saga in between? No, you didn't, because it's cut out.
So this
then you
would be
go to
something
it.
for me, like, I could watch all the way through Kai and I have the major storyline, and then time to time I can go into Z and be like, well, that you were talking about this little mini series here. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
These few episodes of this little mini thing.
So for your first impression of it, what could you give it out of 7?
My current first impression,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to go with 5.
5 Dragon Ball. That's actually pretty good though. Pretty high on that.
Pretty high. I'll go with 5, mostly because, like we said, we're only in the first saga.
Yeah.
So I haven't been able to get really into it. I like it for what it is, but it's kind of slow. You've always talked high on how it picks up after, so that's another thing giving me that high rating. I'm waiting for that Frieza saga and the Cell saga, and then I'm probably going to go into Z to watch the Buu saga.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch like the tail end of the Cell saga again in Z, and then Buu saga.
For me, it's being biased, but I will give it a full-on 7 because it's just...
Shenron appear!
Shenron appear! It's just the way it is. My first ever anime as a kid, loving watching it, and I just like anime ever since, like many people who've ever watched Dragon Ball would say. Sometimes it's their first. It's just the way it is. Nostalgia. I will be very curious. I know it's sort of out English subbed and whatnot around. But I'm curious when they do English dub it, the current Dragon Ball Super, we can get into that later on when it does come around. But for now, yeah, with Kai, I think it's very good. A good entry level for Dragon Ball Z to watch if you want to check it out. So yes, I would suggest it definitely for anybody to check it out.
Oh yeah,
if you have seen Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Kai or both, comment down below what you think about them. Are they awesome? Are they cool? Have you seen GT? If you have, tell me what you thought if you want. And if you really want to as well, give us a suggestion down for a random A. This one was a little more selected because of Dragon Ball Week, but they're usually random, of course. So you can check all that stuff out, subscribe, like the video, and many others, as well as checking out our Facebook at KDog Creations, or Twitter at KDog Creations, and as well KDog Controls, which will be continuing on Dragon Ball Week with Dragon Ball games and stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.